welcome. I'm Steve Factor with Pure Energy Factor, and I have none other than the man Dan MacDonald. Dan the man, who is one of my biggest inspirations. He's one of the guys that I closely identify with more than anybody else, and I'm on this path. Some of you know me already. He's like on this path like 10 years ahead of me, and he's been doing this for a long time, and he has followed one of the same mentors I have, Dr. Robert Morse. And Dan is about life regeneration, and he is life-regenerator.com. Most of you might have already known him. He's 50,000 YouTube subscribers, and I'm brand new to this, but my mission is pure energy, and we both have pretty much the same thing. Life regeneration is like going back to where we were, regenerating back to that wholeness, and mine is pure energy. It's pretty much the same thing, and it's not just the raw food. I am attracted to Dan for not just that he eats raw food. It's the overall person and who he is and what he's trying to do and how many people he helps. And so I just got to tell you, that like just seeing you yesterday for the first time face to face. I've seen your videos, but to see you face to face, you guys see him and he looks good on YouTube. I see him face to face, and your energy was higher. It was booming. It was like yeah. I mean, it might have been the white shirt and the tan, but you were just glowing in the room. We were at the Raw Spirit Festival in Arizona for the 2012 New Year's Eve, and today is the 31st, probably about 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and yeah, Dan is just, so let me hear it from you, Dan, your story and what you're looking for. I know you're getting ready to do a fast, but before this fast, what inspired you? What got you into this life regeneration in yourself that you help so many people with?
Well, I think that everybody has it in them to have that voice, tell them to improve and seek, the treasure, some kind of treasure, and what I've related it to is like peace. Now, of course, I didn't know that at the time, but I always thought I was being healthy with the protein shakes and the bodybuilding, did that phase. Of course, the drugs and the alcohol, you got to go through that one, and everything else that goes along with that. And I guess you try everything out, and you continue on feeling that emptiness maybe. Some people are different, but a lot of people have had maybe traumatic experiences. That's what I've been realizing lately, is that life can be very traumatic for people when we're young, because our parents we're just passing on the state of degeneration on the levels of the food, on the levels of the heart, on the levels of the mind, and the levels of the spirit. And so now as we grow more mature and we educate ourselves and we come into contact with mentors, men who have succeeded and taken their lives and had to seek the truth, to find the freedom, to find peace. And so we go through, we seek the truth, because that's the only thing that's going to set us free. And we become educated and more spiritualized and more wise. And we continually try these new things, like, I promote the raw food diet. I think that's a real basic concept to begin to get energy in our body, to get the energy flow of life flowing through us. I think there's other energetic obstructions, and my mission is to release those obstructions, and then to share my story with people on YouTube and in my real life, and help people as much as I can by being honest and just saying, hey, I know that we're trying to, we want to feel better, we want to feel whole, and many of us were broken from a very young age, to varying circumstances, but it's about just teaming up and getting into unity consciousness. And it's like I'm a healthy cell in a body, and the healthier that the one cell in the body becomes, the stronger it can help the other cells around it to become. So what we're trying to do is in our physical body and in the body of mankind, we're trying to heal every cell in our body so that we can have radiant physical health. And we're trying to heal ourselves as a cell in the body of mankind. So it's a healing path. And we use energy from every form, from the food, the love, and the meditation, which heals the mind. You know? So it's a comprehensive life regeneration path.
Yeah. And so there's only 5 minutes left?
No, it's been.
Oh, it's been 5. Okay. So that's it. You mentioned, you know, the obstructions, and that's what I'm all about, is removing the obstructions, because it's those obstructions that stop me from having the pure energy that's in me. And there's sometimes I think I got to go become spiritual out here. I got to go do this thing over here, and it's outside of me. But the love, the peace, the service, the humanity, everything that I want to be is already in me once I get rid of the things that block me from that pure energy that's in me. And so we do these things. For me, one of the things was food. Food was the biggest obstruction that I was doing 3, well maybe 4 or 5 times a day, where I was feeding my face with cheeseburgers, chili cheeseburgers, pizza, and burritos, and everything I could, and I would feel so good for 5 or 10 minutes, and then afterwards it would just be like, here I am again. And so when I got into the raw foods, it was like the beginning of this, and I got in 4 years ago to raw foods, but for 2 years I danced between raw foods and cheeseburgers. Raw food, pizza, and it might not have been that big of a big of a swing, like from one to another, but it was within 2 or 3 days I was off to burgers, and I felt so bad on the burgers. I was like, well, maybe pizza will do it, or maybe. And
So you were using food as a drug.
absolutely,
Yeah, that's the last drug. Kind of the last drug.
it is,
Food is usually the last drug.
and the first.
Yeah, you're
And,
right.
and the first, when I was young, you know, it was like I went to the food, but I didn't know this. You know, I know more now because of my mentors and people like you who have displayed the benefits of raw food, and I've seen it. And it's one thing to see it on YouTube. It's one thing to read it in a book. It's even another thing to see it firsthand, but to experience it myself, where we know. It's like I know when you say stuff on YouTube, I could see where your sentences are going because I have the same experience. You know, because of the raw food, because of the love, because we have that thing of that unconditional love that comes from the one that we both see in our own perception of it, that makes us want to be better people and search that. So, you know, sometimes you don't want to talk about all that on YouTube and get too deep on it, but I say just go for whatever is in your heart and whatever's on your mind, to let it go. One thing on my channel I want is the honesty. I know for me that when I've been honest, that's me at my best. And when I am trying to be the showman or do this so I can get the approval from the outside in, it doesn't. You know, I could play the part and I could be, but there's still that, like, there's that missing. And I look at myself in the mirror after and I'm just saying no. But when I'm honest, no matter what the results were for what I did, I feel better. And I know from the little I know of you, but from how much I've seen on YouTube, that there's that in you too, and that you have that quest for like the real you in you to come out and be the man that God designed you to be. It's called peace.
Yeah, that's the goal, man.
Yeah.
That's why we eat this way, think this way, and be honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
So,
Peace.
anything else?
Well, you know, it's like we were talking before, and we were like getting into a deeper conversation. And like when the camera gets on, there's always that at least for me, I can speak for me, that there's that thing. And it's like I wish, I was saying, like I wish we could get you know, like we should be recording right now because we were getting into the deep.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people, they can't do that on the camera. They go on
I think
show.
you have to get in
And
with
then what you
her.
got to learn how to do is to really let go.
Yeah.
You know, and to be really real on the camera.
Yeah.
And make sure you always got your camera with you.
Yeah.
And then the more real it is,
Yeah.
the more people can identify. Most of it, 98% of it, is just some dude putting on an act.
Yeah.
So yeah, letting your heart go. It's tough.
Yeah.
To let people be vulnerable and let the real you out there. But hey man, you built a career out of it, believe me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, for you to do what you're doing, it inspires me because I believe like I could do this and transition from my other job into doing this. And all we're trying to do really is helping people. You know, I've had different drugs and food and sex and all the things from the outside, but nothing has made me as high as helping another human being. And when I help somebody, there's not the self-hatred and the shame afterwards and the lower energy. There's this higher energy of like, I helped and I feel good about it and I can feel good afterwards. You know, so what's going to happen afterwards? That's the thing about the raw food is like, when I was eating, what I was eating for 5 or 10 minutes, 3 times a day, okay, so we got what? 15 minutes in a day where there was joy or pleasure, if I want to even call it joy, but it was pleasure. What about the other 23 hours, 45 minutes of the day? What about those hours between the meals? And so I want my life to be, especially like 2012, I'm learning my lessons, and sometimes slowly, sometimes quickly, I learn these lessons, and I want to take the higher road on each thing. You know, you're going in for a water fast coming up, and this is going to be a higher road that you've never experienced to this degree before. You've done smaller, shorter 7 days or a year. You're looking to go 21 days, 1 day at a time, and this is like, you're going into territory that I one day want to go into. I don't believe I'm ready yet. I've been on this for a couple of years, you know, mostly raw, I would say 99% raw, and you've been on this for, what, 12 years, 11 years? And so, you know, I watch you, and I follow you, I see what you do, there's others too, but, you know, there's a connection I feel like I have with you from the realness that you are, that you show on YouTube. That realness is beautiful, and it is, you know, you guys might see and you think like, oh, he's like this, or you have this judgment, but when you get to know this guy, and I can see like the realness, because I know I got it, and it's like when I see it, it's beautiful. It's like, and it even brings tears to my eyes. It's beautiful, you know. You're a beautiful man. Like when I saw you yesterday, there's that glow, and you know we're here with a bunch of people, a bunch of raw foodies, and I didn't see the glow. Maybe it's just my perception, because I liked you already before I did, but I thought I saw a bigger glow. I thought I saw more light around you, and what did you did? You said someone asked you what your topic was going to be, and I just introduced myself to you, and you just said, you turned around and you said, I don't know, what's my topic going to be? And I said, life regeneration. And it was just like,
It was a good choice, by the way.
yeah,
I worked out. I made a video.
awesome. Well, so that choice came from within me, because I didn't have time to think about it. It was just like, of course, life generation. That's what you stand for. That's what you help so many people for. And you, intuitively, for that instant, just turned around to me and said, what's my topic? You like trusted the flow of whatever and just decided to do that. That's the flow that I want to be in more and more. And that is the flow that where everything is all right. That's the flow where there's no ego, fear. It's just boom. We're in the present moment. And you know, I've talked a lot, but I want to hear. You know, I know you can start going, and when you go, I say carry on.
You said everything that needs to be said, man. I think this is a great video. You know, I mean,
All right.
If anybody wants to see more,
Yes.
you know, you can go to life-regenerator.com here.
Yeah, look at this shirt.
And I got 999 videos right now and over 50,000 subscribers, and I'm just as amazed as anybody that it's blown up that much from the scraggly dude with a cutting open a coconut 3 years ago in front of my RV. And you guys, they said, keep making videos. So here I am today, just planning my 1000th video. How am I gonna? And I think I'm gonna really open up and share the stuff that I've talked about with you today. And, you know, just pour out my heart, man. Because you know, you can see the glow. There's a glow there.
Yeah.
There's a love for God that emanates as a glow. The raw food helps.
Yeah.
But there's also in my own self work to be done, fears, and I want to help if I ever get well.
Yeah.
Not that I need to make a promise to God, but if and when I do get well, I am going to go around this earth, and I'm not going to think about the money.
Yeah.
I am going to help as many people as I can to find peace and have hope.
Yeah.
And after that, that's all I really care about is service to myself and others.
Yeah.
And God. I'm good, man. Thank you for sharing with me today.
Thank you. This is my first video. This is Dan MacDonald and Steve Factor with Pure Energy Factor, and I'm so honored that on my first video I have Dan the man with me.
Is this going to go up on YouTube?
It is going to go up on YouTube.
I like it.
And my channel, I'm still debating on my channel name, but look under Steve Factor, or if you're already seeing it, you already got it, so you don't have to look it up.
Yeah, so you're just going to have to put it up there, and whatever it is, just put, you know, if you put Life Regenerator in the title, it'll get more views.
Okay, then I will definitely do that. And my website is pureenergyfactor.com, and Dan's website is life-
Actually, it's regenerateyourlife.org.
Oh.
That's my website.
Okay. There it is.
Regenerateyourlife.org, baby.
Nice.
See ya.
Peace.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.